What's going on, guys? You have arrived at Tremendous Tech Tuesday with your man Heath. We are live coming to you from the DMV, where we are here at 8 p.m. every
Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST to do some stuff. What we doing tonight, baby? I had a nap, y'all. I'm good. I am so good. I had a nap.
Hey, naps are good.
It was only like 10 minutes.
Naps work though, baby.
This time of year, the nap is working.
Hey, look. If you are looking to pivot into tech, you're looking to uplevel your income or possibly get into some of the FANG or MAMA companies, I'm here to help. We want you to log in, subscribe, hit the like button, all of those things right here on Heath and Tracy TV, because that's what we're doing tonight. If you have a question, type it in the comments. Put a Q next to it. If you don't put a Q next to it, that's fine too.
We'll figure it out.
We're still going to see it. We're going to get to you. We're going to answer all the questions because that's how we get down. Over here with Queen Tracy, the beautiful super producer.
You're funny, baby.
What's going on, baby?
What's going on?
Look, if you're thinking about a career change, maybe you're a new college grad trying to figure out how to get into tech, you want to up-level that income, hey, this is the place to be. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Today I'm answering your questions and discussing
what are we talking about today?
An assortment of topics.
Or this evening.
One of the things we're talking about is the tech jobs report.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Who's hiring and who's got the bag?
And where are they hiring?
Where are these tech jobs?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into that.
Who doing all this tech job hiring?
We're gonna dive into that.
Where they at? Where they at?
Trying to find a bag out here. We're also going to talk about a really cool military story that's connected to people in tech and what Microsoft is doing to help people with military backgrounds. So we're going to touch on that this evening as well. You know, if you are interested in a one-on-one with me or with me and the Queen.
Just Heath. He's really good at this, guys.
The link is down in the comments in the description. So check that out. If you want to get a one-on-one with your man, get on my calendar. We make it happen.
So what do you do in those meetings, babe?
Yeah, you know, typically it's predicated on what the person is looking for. So some people are looking to pivot from their current role into tech. Okay. So I do a kind of a deep dive into that. Some of the things to think about, maybe some certifications to consider, some mindset, thought processes that they want to employ, some different resources out there. Also help with connections. Absolutely. Since I've been in the space for
quite
12, 13 years or so now. So yeah, I know a few people and that kind of thing. And some people are really looking to move from where they are in tech to get into some of the larger tech companies like I am, right? So I do all of those things. It's all good. I got you.
Did you say that your opinions and comments here have nothing to do with the people you work with? Did you say that little line?
In case you weren't aware, the opinions that are being expressed on this show are exclusively mine
and mine,
and do not represent the employers that we are currently
not
affiliated
in the
with.
Least.
So there's that.
And then Pivot Point. What are we talking about with Pivot Point today?
Now is the best time to look for a job.
It's a really good time, y'all.
We're going to deep dive into that.
It's a really good time.
If this happens to be your first time here on the show, my name is Heath, and the super producer, the glorious, the beautiful Queen Tracy.
I'm Tracy.
Is my sidekick on this particular show.
I'm just a sidekick. I'm just a sidekick here.
But y'all know what it is. That's my rib. Right? She rock with me all the time, everywhere, wherever I'm doing, wherever I go.
I tried a few shows off screen. It was just very awkward.
She can't do it.
It's very awkward.
It's all good.
So here I am.
So during the daytime, I am a tech salesperson in the cloud sales space. I also help people who want to pivot into tech. If you're looking to up-level your income or get into one of the mama companies, you want to join me here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And I can help you out as it relates to that. You know, guys, some of these roles out here paying $150,000 and up, and many of the roles are going unfilled. So what we want you to do is to get to the bag if that's your thing, if that's what you're trying to do. So come through. We are here for ya. And if you're new here, definitely type new you in the comment section so we can chop it up after the show. I love to connect with the folks. Make sure that you know that you are welcomed and that we appreciate you. So welcome to Tremendous Tech Tuesday with your man Heath.
Oh, that's my intro?
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay, hit it again.
Okay.
That thing's short and sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. JK, what's up, JK?
What's
Love
up, JK?
y'all's channel. Great hat that you have on, brother.
You know how we get down.
Mighty
HU.
Bison, HU. You know.
You know.
What you know about HU, JK?
What's up, JK? In the
Love
building.
it, love it.
Bison in the building.
Bison in the building.
So let's get into it.
We gonna go ahead and get into it?
We're going to jump into it.
Let's get into it.
D.C., Washington, D.C. is the number 2 place in America for tech job openings.
So we get this information from the CompTIA report.
Yeah, some people know about the CompTIA certification, right? So even if you don't, not in the tech space currently, you know, some people maybe that have that cert or do that kind of thing. And so they actually have like an association, right, baby?
Yes.
And that's what we got a lot of these data points that we're going to really walk through. So just wanted you to have the context
So
of
I'm
what
going to
we're
go ahead
talking
and
about.
share the screen.
Number 2 for tech job openings, and they pay well.
But what about the other cities?
Let's talk about the other cities as well.
Okay, I'm going to make this big.
Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. You gonna make it bigger?
How's that?
Woo, it's big now. I like it, baby. I like it.
You like that? Can you see it?
I can see it. I might need to put my glasses on.
Oh, no. Here, I can make it bigger.
No, it's fine. I'm talking about for the people who are watching the show. It's all good.
Oh, no. They can see it.
Yeah, they can see it very well.
So let's go ahead and scroll down to this one. Look at this, y'all.
Get into
Up
it.
and to the right.
Hey, that's what we want right there.
This is tech occupation job postings, right?
The job postings are serious. They're increasing, y'all.
Yeah.
The tech jobs are increasing throughout the country, and depending on where you are in the country, they may be higher than other places as well.
Right. Tech sector employment details. You got computer electronics, telecommunications, data processing, other info and services. Everything is up.
Yep.
Everything is up.
Plus, everything got the pluses on there. Well, got a couple things. We have some retraction in telecommunications and some of the data processing, right? But as you are up leveling your skills, you up leveling your income with some of these other roles. So
Right.
You're in the right place, no doubt.
What about hiring activity for top tech jobs?
Yeah, it's really increasing, right? We're talking about 114,000 software jobs. You're looking at some of the various categories here that are listed on the list here. So just depending on what your skill sets are, what you enjoy, what you're looking to do. I mean, we're seeing 62,000 plus jobs that have been added, right? That was already on top of what was in the system.
Right. Now, we were just talking about states.
Yeah.
Right.
So depending on where you are or where you want to go, where you're going,
Or where
right,
you need to go.
you can see where the bag is, right? Like what states are the ones that have the most postings? Which ones are adding the jobs with the speed, with the increase? And so the point is that you can look at some of the metro areas right here listed that are on the list as far as the states, as well as breaking down into the cities.
And everybody thinks California is dying.
Look,
What y'all think?
they can't kill California.
Can't kill California, y'all. 8,700 from October to September.
Yeah.
California ain't going nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Look at Virginia. That's where we live.
Uh-huh.
So you got Virginia, you got North Carolina, Georgia. That's surprising.
Georgia's coming up on the tech game.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, for years when we lived there, that was one of the things that was one of the reasons that we ended up leaving, because we wanted to stay in tech and to be kind of tech centric. It just wasn't happening in Metro Atlanta.
Well, it looks like it's starting to happen now.
15 years ago, yeah, but the tide is definitely changing there.
And then more specifically, where the job postings changes, right? So there's plus 39,000 job postings for tech. Top metro areas. We were just talking about this. DC being number 2, right? It says companies have many information technology jobs to fill. Obtaining a well-paying keyword, y'all, well-paying entry-level IT job does not require a big upfront investment in education.
Yeah, when I was reading this article, I thought it was really poignant, right? That the VP of the association was really breaking down the description of the people who are going into the space, right? And so when you talk about 76,000 more jobs in the tech space in the previous month, When you're talking about an estimated 140,000 tech jobs have been added this year, what I thought was really eye-opening was what the gentleman was saying about the types of people. I think the guy's name is Charles Eaton, and he's the executive VP for social innovation with CompTIA, right?
Okay.
The association that we were talking about. And he said the types of people, the types of educational experiences that people have who are coming into the space include people who have taught themselves.
This is what we've been talking about.
People who have taught themselves.
Taught themselves where?
Who have been taught, or maybe they learned in a community college.
Online, y'all. Taught themselves from online.
Right. Because that's where all the information is.
That's
right?
where all the information is. You buy a course, you follow a course, you teach yourself from a book. So many ways to get that information. So you go ahead, babe.
There's people out here just like me and you.
Yep.
And they have skill sets and they're teaching these things, right? So people who have taught themselves, people who have gone to technical college,
people who have not
schools.
gone to the most elite universities, but have incredible skill, drive, and desire.
Look, let me say that again.
Skill, drive, and desire.
That has nothing to do with where you went to college.
No.
Skill, drive, and desire are components of what you need to be successful in the tech space.
Exactly.
And if you have those things, if you do those things naturally, or if that's just in you and how you roll, you are in position to be very, very successful, regardless of what your quote, quote, post-secondary educational status is.
Exactly. It says you don't have to be great at science and math to be considered for a role in technology. I hate that question.
Don't you have to be like a STEM savant to be in the tech space?
No, you don't. Do you have to do math? No.
Don't you have to do don't you have to code all day to be in tech?
No, you don't.
Look, they get in the bag in all kinds of ways out here in the tech.
So what else does it say? It says industries with the highest number of tech job postings, including professional services, scientific and technical services, finance and insurance, manufacturing, retail trade, healthcare and social assistance, education, and public administration.
Okay, let me double click into that just for a moment, right? Because this is the kind of thing that I advise people on all the time, right?
Right.
If you're already working in some of these industries, if you're
It's
already
transferable.
in the healthcare space, if you're already in professional services of some type, if you're already working in the finance or the insurance space, if you have a manufacturing background, if you have a retail background,
It doesn't matter.
you can take that knowledge base that you have and translate that into tech, right? You add some technical acumen to some technical skill sets, a certification, whatever it is, right? These opportunities proliferating throughout organizations. I tell people all the time, every company today is
A tech company.
Right?
Yeah.
They all have these components, and that is how they are competitive in the marketplace. So you can take what you have, learn some tech, put it together, position yourself, and now you're off to the races.
Right. He also says in 2020, we saw an average tech worker, and this is just in D.C. We're going to talk about it really quickly.
Okay, DC.
In the D.C. market was earning $109,000, which put us behind San Francisco, San Jose, and Seattle.
And that's probably just an average, right? Because
That's average.
If you bring in 109K, and you're number 4 in the country, that shows you that there's so many opportunities and so much upward mobility in terms of adding to your income. So I love that stat.
Yeah, that's a great stat. And of course, it's not going to do anything but go up.
Yeah.
Right.
We're seeing the increases in salary because with this whole great resignation that we have going on in our country,
it's putting even more pressure on these companies.
These companies have to get people in the door. They have to get people that have certain skills, and they are looking for you.
They're looking for you. They're looking for you.
Looking for you.
Here's some top employers. Remember, I said we're not only going to talk about where, but we're going to talk about which companies. Deloitte.
Sharing the data.
Deloitte.
Look at that, 16,000.
16,000 job postings, y'all.
Hey, go
in
to
DC, they
Deloitte.
call them Deloitte bros. They walk around with a little vest on. They all pretty much look alike. Salesforce. I had a friend trying to get me in Salesforce the other day.
Salesforce is strong.
Salesforce pays very well.
And they're expanding in DC.
They're probably one of the top. Wouldn't you say? I think they're one of the top.
And they're expanding in DC.
Change Healthcare. Let me say something, y'all. Never heard of it. They got 4,862 job openings in tech. Raytheon, Humana, Amazon, Accenture. all of these, Microsoft, everybody thinks about Microsoft when you think tech. Do you see all these companies ahead of Microsoft?
They got jobs, y'all. Job openings are plentiful in the tech space.
Exactly.
Okay. So we giving you the information.
Now,
right
here's
here.
some real good information.
Okay, talk to him, baby.
Top 10 states with remote work from home tech job postings.
Look, and if you're in the tech space, you have the capability to work remotely in a lot of scenarios.
You do.
Right? And so that's another pro tip right there in terms of flexibility and where you are, what you're doing, if you add some skill sets to whatever it is your bank of knowledge is already, you have the ability to now work remotely because these tech companies still need you. And they have the ability to work with you, provide you equipment, laptops, all kinds of things, right? All you need is an internet connection, and you're off to the races.
And then look at this last stat. 2.1% is the unemployment rate.
Yeah, so the beauty of this statistical data point right here is that if you are in the tech space and you have skill and you have experience and you ain't crazy, you probably got a job.
We can attest to that. Can I even say, if you are crazy,
you still might have a job.
You still have a job. We know people that jump from company to company, back to the company, back to another company.
Yeah.
They go from job. They got a new job every year.
Because they got skills.
Do they?
They have technical skills.
They have technical experience.
Well,
I'm questioning the skills. I'm questioning the skills because they jumping from company to company to company.
With the experience comes some skills.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's it's so much to know. They know that if you worked for a technical company before, that you can work for another one. That's the gist of it. That is the most important part of it. I don't like that one.
But what you just outlined was very scary.
The buttons are near him, guys. The buttons are near him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That was good. That was a good one. That was some good info right there, wasn't it?
Look, we were dropping gems. I hope y'all were picking up those nuggets because we were dropping them. That is the core, the crux of what we do this show for.
It is.
So that people are blessed by the information, know what's going on out here, know how you can get to the bag, and we're just trying to help folks.
Yeah, it's just important to know that you don't have to make 30. What does the average person make around here? $32,000 a year or something. You don't have to make $32,000 a year, and you can't give up on yourself. You have to push forward and understand that you're going to learn some new things, that you're getting ready to go through some new things, but it is going to be so worth it. We transitioned from communications, from owning our own business. That's what I meant. Hospitality, communications, owning our own business to tech. And we did it a little over 13 years ago. And it has made a significant difference in our lives. And we just really, really want to share that.
Yeah. So I wanted to share this with people just to add a blessing to that, baby.
Okay.
The most important realization in life is that you are already enough. The realization won't make you lose your ambition. It'll help you pursue the right things for the right reasons.
So, if you're here, you're listening to us and you're just taking it in and you're thinking, I can't do these jobs, you're so wrong. You are so wrong. There's so many jobs out there that are in a technical space doing technical things for other, but it's not technical.
Right.
It's just not technical. And they pay as a tech job would. What's the next story, babe?
We'll talk about the Microsoft's military to tech job pipeline.
Wow. I think this is such a good story.
Yeah, this is really dope. Like, and there are multiple companies that have these kinds of things, but this particular story is kind of a Microsoft centric, so it's all good.
It's all good.
I think that
a lot of companies have these programs. That's why it's important to share.
Yeah, yeah. And so the crux of this story is that these people benefited. Sometimes what happens is when you come out of the military, from military life into civilian life, it's difficult for people to navigate, right? It's a whole world that they're not used to. They're not used to the motions, the vernacular, and all of these different things. And especially when you talk about migrating into the tech space, right? And so what was happening here is that these folks who were featured in the article ran across this program that Microsoft has that trains you, essentially reskills you takes sort of what I was just talking about, right? It takes what you already know, like from their military experience, and they reskill them, and so that they can now operate at a high level in the Microsoft environment.
That's excellent.
And it's so cool. And so one of the things that they did was they recognized that there was such a gap in military veterans that need this kind of information, right? Because when they went through the process, there were some learnings that they had. There were some cultural deltas that they identified. And so what they did was they created a foundation to help more and more military people benefit from these kinds of programs. Because what they found was, I think there was a data point in the article that was talking about what the average unemployment rate is across America. I think it was 8.7% unemployment across America versus for military veterans, it's 12%.
Wow.
And so they saw a tremendous opportunity to be able to take what they had experienced going from the military into this Microsoft program pipeline. And so now they had these roles inside of Microsoft, and they were doing very well, but they knew that there were a lot of people that were going to have these gaps, right? It was going to be like a weird for them culturally. They were going to be having all this verbiage and this vernacular that they were not going to be familiar with. So they created a foundation called
Tech for All, right?
Yeah. So in their Tech for All foundation, it's designed to bridge the gap, right? So that they're not just laying back and just depending on Microsoft to do everything.
That's great.
Right? Sort of the same thing that you and I are doing and so many other people that operate in this space do. Right? They look at, hey, how can I help? How can I give back?
So they've got online study, they've got resume workshops, they've got one-on-one mentorship and more. Hey, and just take a second. If you like anything you're hearing right now, if you like what we're doing here on Heath and Tracy TV, go ahead and hit that like button. That helps us with the algorithm, and it helps push this out to other people who may need it. If you know someone that is looking for this or they're interested in this, go ahead and share it out too. We'd really appreciate that. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps us to do that. We appreciate it so much.
Yes.
So back to this story. There are many psychological obstacles to address too, right, that they help, like overcoming imposter syndrome. How many times have we heard that?
Yeah. Imposter syndrome is something that's more and more prevalent too, right? Regardless of space, whether you're a creative doing the kinds of things that Trace and I are doing here, whether you're working in these corporate environments and there's so many smart, brilliant people that are operating around you. We get into these places, into these spaces, and we think, oh, I'm not quite, I'm not at the level of these other folks. Oh, these people went to college and I'm just been in the military, so I don't know. Or, hey, I went to college, but these people got like 3-4 degrees in here. They're so much smarter than me, blah, blah, blah.
None of that is true.
And so what you learn is when you get into these environments is that you are very capable and that you can learn the information just like anybody else can, and you can articulate it and execute in your role at a very high level.
I mean, think about it. You've done so much in your life. You've done so many things in your life already.
Yeah.
So, changing over to a new career it's not going to be anything for you.
Yeah. Once you learn it, you're good.
Exactly.
And we're all learning every day, right? Through life. I mean, I've been married 31 years. I still learn how to be a better husband to Queen Tracy, how to be a better father.
And I'm learning how to be a better wife, a better mother, a better daughter,
So that doesn't mean that I'm an imposter. I'm not an imposter husband.
Nope. Everybody's learning. And the people that you think have it so great and so perfect, trust and believe, they still learning.
Absolutely.
A lot of people look at us and they say, oh, everything's just so great. It's great the way you see it.
Right.
And it is great for us. We woke up this morning and we were like, ooh, life is pretty good.
That's the attitude of gratitude
but
right there.
You best believe we learning something new every day.
And it took
I learned I need to take a nap.
And it also took some work to get to where we are, right? That's the thing, right? I saw something online that said, make sure that you're thankful for the blessing that you are experienced because it was something that you prayed for in the past.
Amen.
And so we forget sometimes. We get to this place and we're always looking around and we checking IG and doing this comparison, this mental comparison of your life to somebody else. Look, wherever you are today, you need to be thankful because you ain't where you were.
Exactly.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all you're going to say, baby? That's
all I'm going to say about that. I ain't going to start preaching.
We could preach now.
That might be another show. Heath and Tracy preaching tonight.
I have to get
Heath and Tracy TV.
I have to drink coffee. You catch us on Saturday mornings, I would have had my coffee.
Look.
Monday nights and Tuesday nights is a little later for me, so I'm a little bit more subdued.
Hey, look, we've been working all day.
We've been working all day. He is working so hard. We're both
still working.
I think we mentioned last week that we're both up for promotions and doing some different things, and we've been working really hard. And it's just so interesting that we're both doing this at the same time.
Ebbs and flows of life.
Yeah, it's just really interesting. Maybe we just vibing like that, baby.
We vibe.
We vibe. So let's get into pivot point. It doesn't look like we have any questions. So let's get into pivot point.
Okay, we'll have the pivot point. Y'all
pivot
ready?
Point.
Y'all ready for the pivot point?
So we talk about pivot. Let's tell them why we talk about pivot point. Pivot point is just a point that we want to give you more direction on pivoting from where you are now to where you want to be. Okay. So tonight, we're talking about why now is a great time to get the right job.
Look. I mean,
where'd you get this from?
I got this from my friend Carrie. My friend Carrie, who is a phenomenal human being. Carrie is an HBCU grad. Shout out FAMU. Shout out to FAMU people. Got a lot of family friends.
Y'all see her? Y'all should follow her.
Yeah, Coach Carrie. Coach Carrie is her IG.
It's Coach underscore
Carrie.
Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie with a K.
Yeah.
Carrie is completely dope. Definitely follow her on IG. She drops nuggets every day. And so Carrie was working for the company that I work for, Amazon.
AWS or Amazon?
She was working for AWS or Amazon, and now she works for Facebook, which is now Meta. So Carrie had a great, just some really cool bullets on her IG today, and I thought that was just so appropriate to share. And we might have Carrie on the show. At some
I
point.
like that.
Yeah, at some point, this is going to be dope. Carrie's going to bring some beautiful knowledge to the people, to our audience. But yeah, so this is some great bullets that she had on her IG today, and I just wanted to share this with folks because this might be something that people don't think about, right? So number one, hiring managers and recruiters are interested in fulfilling as many job orders as possible before the end of the year. Look how that ties into those data points that we were sharing earlier in the show. Right? Because if I'm a hiring manager, if I'm what they call them sourcers, if I'm a person in HR who is charged with identifying candidates, bringing them into the environment.
They have quotas too, y'all.
Going through the interview. Hey.
They got KPIs too.
HR got metrics too, y'all.
They do.
And so the idea is that, look, things are beginning to slow down. People are starting to pull back a little bit, right? We're getting into the holiday season, all of these things. So from a hiring perspective, the HR folks are like, yo, I need to get these roles filled so that when the company comes back at the beginning of the new year, they want to be off and running. So I need to get these roles filled now so that way they can be starting the new year fully forced.
I think it speaks to, you got 4 interviews this week for your promotion. I've got stuff rolling on my side for mine. It's the end of the year, y'all. They trying to wrap it up. Trying
to get stuff done.
Right. And the second reason,
hiring managers and recruiters have more free time to go through resumes.
It's a little bit more downtime right now.
Same kind of thought process, right? It's a little lighter in terms of what's going on in the environment. People are pulling back. People are going on a vacation. People are getting ready for the holidays. People are trying to finish up work, those kinds of things. And so the hiring managers and the recruiters all of a sudden go, oh, look, I can go through this stack a little more deeply now. Oh, look, I can review these different resumes that have come into the system over the last few days, few weeks, few months, and reach out and engage some of these candidates to see what's going on, right? So this is the time to be out here, y'all. This is when you want to be looking for the role that you're looking for.
And number 3,
posted job openings can increase. Don't overlook the refreshed job opening right before a major holiday. Right? So that's the same thing, right? And so what happens is if you are looking for a role, they're trying to get the HR team, the recruiters, they're trying to get their work done before the holidays just like everybody else.
Exactly.
Right? So their work is, let's put these additional recs in that I haven't had time to get to because I've been so busy with these other things. Right? So you may be looking at some different roles, but if you refresh that page and you check those that area of interest out, you might find all of a sudden there's some additional opportunities there.
Exactly.
So I love that.
And number 4?
less competition from other job seekers who are on vacation. Look,
when I saw this one, I was like, this is such a good one because it's true. It's facts. It's facts, y'all.
Snooze, you lose. I think that
especially the tech people.
If you want a job, if you want a new job, if you are pivoting into that dream role for 22, this is the time, right? People like, yo, what we going to do for Thanksgiving? Lord, we got to get the Christmas shopping done. I need to take some PTO, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, right? It's like, if you are sharp and you on it, this is a perfect time because you got less competition.
You got less competition.
How about that?
Right.
He betrayed the dropping the pro tips. Pro tips.
And number 5.
More free time to research and apply to companies and improve your resume. Look, the holidays definitely bring a downtime for you, right? To be able to sharpen your skill, right? Sharpen your saw, do that additional homework, maybe get that certification that you've been thinking about, maybe doing some deeper dives into companies that really align to your strengths or to the mission that you have that you want that resonates with you.
Right.
So I think that when you have this extra time, this is perfect. This is perfect for you to get into this and see where you want to target, right? And so, you don't want to go into it blind. You want to have a plan, right? You want to have a goal. I'll give you my Zig Ziglar.
Okay. Gotta have goals.
You gotta have goals.
We used to listen to that over and over. So let's go through the top 5 really quickly. Hiring managers and recruiters are interested in fulfilling as many job openings as possible before the end of the year. Hiring managers and recruiters have more free time to go through resumes. Posted job openings can increase. Don't overlook. Hit refresh. Less competition from other job seekers who are on vacation. I'm telling y'all, the techies, we out. We are out of there at Christmas for at least 2 weeks. More free time to research and apply to companies and improve your resume.
Yeah. Do that work, do that homework, right? Get your resume tight.
Yes, exactly.
Differentiate yourself. Do that homework.
What we got over
Absolutely.
here? What's going on in the chat original?
Oh, we got a little bit of activity in the chat.
Reality doll. Yes. Hello
up,
there, Reality Doll.
Regular to all of the Heathen Tracy
we
shows.
are still live. Yes, we are live and in color. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Reality Doll?
Lynette says, yes, makes sense. Project budgets for FY22 have been approved, and consultants are needed to fill these roles for the new year.
Lynette knows what it is.
Lynette knows what she's talking about, y'all.
She is on point, no doubt. Appreciate the additional comment, Lynette.
Yeah, girl, you watching. You got to turn your notifications on. If you turn on your notifications, it'll let you know when we're going live.
The little bell's going to go boom.
It says, thank you for mentioning about the expensive education training. It's challenging, however, because it seems like companies want you to have tech training. What do you have to say about that, babe?
Yeah, I mean, there's an assortment of way to get training, right? There's a lot of free training that you can garner, and Cloudera and Udemy and all these kinds of places have very free training or very inexpensive training where you can get the knowledge base that you need, get the experience, get the certifications, get the different things that you need. You don't have to necessarily go to like a full school. You don't necessarily have to spend thousands of dollars to gain the knowledge that you need. One of the things we talk about in corporate is working backward from the goal.
Right.
So,
we've mentioned that before too.
Yeah. One of the things I always advise people is to, first start with a list of the types of roles that you want. And once you assemble the list of the types of roles that you want, now go to those roles and pull those job descriptions off of the internet. What are the base requirements and what are the additional nice to haves that the company would like for you to have?
Right.
And now you can work backward from that. It's like, okay, I have this, and this. Oh, I don't have this. All right. This is, do I fill the base requirements but not the nice to haves? Okay, well, let me add this certification to these other requirements. And make some overtures to the people who are hiring, and you'll be very surprised sometimes as to how you can get into the mix with the interview process. And sometimes if they really like you, they'll train you once you get inside of the company, right? And so it's not necessarily all just about that technical skill. Do you have the acumen? Can you learn? Can you demonstrate that you can learn? One of the things about a certification, if you're pivoting from some role into more of a tech type of role, if you demonstrate that you can achieve a certification, that says to the company, oh, you do have some technical acumen. All right, so if we hire you, then we'll bring you in, and then we can train you on the other things that we want you to do to be able to execute in the job. So there you go.
Yeah, that's a good one. I came across this too.
Okay.
Let me see if I can show this to everybody really quickly. I'm gonna hit my share. Hopefully, I don't know if they're gonna be able to hear it. But this girl on TikTok, you can follow her. I can't see her name. She's, oh my God, you're a UX researcher. Do you have? I don't think you can see it.
No, they can't see it, baby.
Hold on.
They can't see it.
Dang. Oh, I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do.
Do your thing.
I got it. No. What is that, baby? What is that?
Queen Tracy is in the midst of doing her thing music.
All right, here we go. So it says, let me make sure they should be able to hear it. You don't have to hear it. She's not going to really be talking.
It's
here
all
we
right.
go.
Here's how I became a UX researcher with no experience. First, built my UX foundation. I read books, took free online courses, and watched a ton of YouTube videos to really understand what a UX researcher is. I joined UX research communities. There are quite a few out there today, but the one I found to be most helpful is a Facebook group called the User Researcher Collective. It's very engaging, and they share tons of resources in the group. Applied to UX research apprenticeships and programs for people with non-traditional backgrounds. Some at LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Amazon. I applied to the one at Facebook.
Apprentice, intern, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's what she said. She studied herself, then she joined the groups.
Okay.
And then she applied for apprentice.
Nice.
She applied for like an internship. And don't get it twisted. Internships in tech are not free.
Explain what you're saying, baby.
So internships in tech are paid positions. You don't work for free in tech.
Right.
They are paid positions. They are well-paid positions. Students that have not graduated from college yet work as interns for 3 months, and they make $30,000 that summer. They make about $10,000 a month as an intern.
Right.
And then once you get in the door like that, it's open.
Yeah.
So definitely don't give up. That might be a different way to go. Is an internship.
Look, where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
I had experience last year with one of my colleagues who was also an apprentice, and she benefited from one of the military programs that the AWS had. And so what happened was because her husband had been in the military, she qualified for the military apprentice program.
Oh wow!
And she was a teacher.
Oh wow! Y'all hear that?
And she came in and they trained her, and she was able to work on her certifications, and she was able to shadow people who were doing the technical role that she was working towards. And so she spent a year getting her certifications and following the person doing the job, and then after that, then she began to be released into the system.
Yeah, it's about the drive that you have for it, and I think your pursuit of it is key. Continue pursuing the education, and then work backwards, like Heath said. Look for those job openings that you see over and over and over that you are qualified for, coming from wherever you're coming from. And then if you just think you need to get your foot in the door, start at the low level. Start at interning. And see what you can get. And that can be temporary. Remember, it doesn't have to be permanent. It doesn't have to be permanent.
Yeah, let me click on that for a second, baby. I think that's so important what you said, right? Because sometimes people might perceive, okay, like I need to take a step back, or, if you're able to position yourself where you don't have to necessarily make exactly what you're making now. If you can pause for a certain time, it's like, okay, I was making 80, but I need to go to 60 because I don't have the skills, I don't have the certification that they need me to have. So let me do this for 3 months. Let me get this training. Let me get hired by my dream company. Let me get the certification. Let me position myself for the next role. And then you might go from 60 to 120.
Right. Do tech companies, Reality Doll has another question. Do tech companies prefer to give internships to recent college grads or younger people?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And I think that just depending on the size of the company and what it is that
depends on the size
doing,
of the company.
You also can find other opportunities. Typically from an internship perspective, they're looking for kids that are in college or young people that are in college, or they're looking for people who are working on a graduate degree, right? So you can be whatever age, and you start working on your MBA or some other kind of graduate degree, and then you also are open for internship.
Right. Exactly. So once again, don't buy into the misnomers about what you hear, the myths. Start wherever you need to start and pursue it. We actually have a friend that is working on getting out of a particular job in the medical field now. She's going through her certifications on her own, in her own time.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then what are her next steps?
Who?
I can't say who.
What are her next steps about internship?
Our cousin. Our new cousin.
Yeah. So she is sort of looking to pivot. Same thing that we've been talking about.
Exactly.
So she's looking to pivot, and we've suggested to her that you take your body of knowledge of what you have,
Right.
start working on your certification, and then see, one, what's available in the space for what you qualify for, and two, maybe during the course of your training, going through the certification, you may develop a specific interest in one sort of micro segmentation of the tech space.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing, right? A lot of people hear about cybersecurity, so that was one thing that she was interested in.
Right.
And so I was suggesting to her, hey, start working on your cloud certification. Once you get that cloud certification, then you can determine, hey, do I want to take the certification and put that on top of some additional work on cybersecurity, or do I want to sort of be maybe a generalist in the solution architect space or something else? So, there's so many different ways that you can go. And so it's really about what you're good at and the different places that you're trying to get to.
And the other thing she was thinking about was just moving into tech in her current company.
Right.
And that's another way to get experience. Go ahead and get the certification, understand what the current company that you're with needs, what their needs are, meet the needs at your current company, and then guess what? Do that for a short period of time, and you'll be able to jump to another company.
Yeah.
So it's about having a plan and mapping out that plan and then executing.
Yeah, that's another pro tip that you just dropped too, baby, because you have relationships with people in the companies that you're already with, right? And so you can like talk to somebody or email somebody or set up a coffee chat with somebody virtually and get some additional insight as to what they're looking for people on their team, and do a level set with them in terms of your qualifications, what you've been doing, what your body of work looks like, and talk about some of the interests that you have and see if there's a match there. Hey, help me with sort of crafting a plan of how I can do some internal, how I can work on some of the internal tools to get some training that I need. Maybe I can do a once a month or once a quarter thing with you. And now the next thing you know, boom, you jump departments from where you were to some other department that's more technical. And now you're going to get your feet wet and get some experience there. And now you can either ascend in that group,
Exactly.
or you can jump to a different company and elevate your income and your role.
I was going to say another way to get into these companies is through third-party companies, contractors. And we'll talk about that a little bit more next week. I'll try to put together a list of companies that are tied to these major corporations and bring people in these major corporations. And what you can do is reach out to their staff. They're basically staffing companies for these big companies. Reach out to their staff, see what the requirements are for those jobs, and then you get into the company with a contractor badge. Then you can work your way through to get a full-time employee badge with that company. So Reality Doll says she's already got an MBA.
Okay, Reality Doll, come on with the brain power. I see you out here.
MBA is valuable in the tech space.
Look.
When it comes to reporting, managing other people, when you talk about budgets in finance and logistics and things like that,
Product
they're really,
management.
they're looking for people
Program management.
with MBAs. A lot of the job opportunities I see have MBAs. Now, you don't have to have one, but what it does is it sets you apart from others applying to the job.
Reality Doll, go on out there and get that bag.
Go ahead and get that bag, girl. Get that bag.
Talk to the recruiters, too.
She says, do you offer one-on-one consulting sessions on this?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So go to heathandtracy.com, and then there's a tab that says get on our calendar. What you want to look at then is Tech Time with Heath, I believe it's called. And
Tech Talk. I think it's Tech Talk.
Tech Talk with Heath.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
that'll be it.
Yeah, we can chop it up. We get you right.
Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. If you've been here, you visited, hit the like button. Let everybody know you like what you saw, you like what you heard. Give us ideas for additional information. I was trying to see how many weeks we have left in November. What's the crickets for? Are you cricketing me?
No, I just never pushed that button before.
Please stop. He likes the buttons, y'all.
What's wrong with the buttons?
So trying to figure out how many weeks we have left in November.
November.
Is it November?
Yeah, next week is Thanksgiving.
Are y'all ready for Thanksgiving?
Turkey day, turkey day, turkey
We're not having
day.
turkey though.
We don't have any turkey this year?
I don't want turkey.
Oh, yeah, we decided alternative menu, didn't we?
We're doing the alternative.
But we still might have turkey when we
Who
go out, though.
gonna cook a turkey?
No, I'm saying, like, when we go out, we might have turkey.
I ain't having no turkey. I have turkey. I have a favorite sandwich place here. They make me a turkey club sandwich, and I love it. And I get my turkey filled.
Okay, Miss Tracy.
It does make me sleepy though.
That tryptophan is serious.
Serious.
Oh, my gosh. What else we got going on in the comments today?
Lynette says, I left a full-time contract
Okay.
in 2016. Haven't
Okay.
looked back since.
I see you.
I'll tune in next week for the list of companies. You know there's a list, girl. You
I
know
see.
there's a list.
I see you, Lynette.
I'm going to have it ready for you, too.
That's how Queen Tracy and I got into the tech space.
Both of us.
Yeah, we
through
were,
a contractor.
working for a contractor.
Yep.
And fast forward, here we are.
Here we are. It's such a good way to get into these companies.
So I think that's all we have this evening.
That's all we have for this evening. We want to thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. You could be anywhere, but you were here with us spending time, and we are grateful for our community. So, hey, make sure you drop a comment. If you have any additional comments or questions, Tracy and I answer all of our comments and questions. And don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And remember, work hard now so you don't have to later. You know, I saw an African proverb the other day that was connected to that. It said that an old man who is going to work was a young man who slept too much. Woo!
Hey, Adam. Hey,
I was
hey,
like,
what's
wow.
up? Thanks for joining
What's up,
us.
Adam
We were
Sheldon?
just closing out the show. But you know, you can catch us on the replay. And if you've catch us on the replay, still hit that like button.
Still hit the like button.
Still put the comment in there. We answer the comments, y'all. We don't have anybody answering our comments.
Still hit subscribe.
Still hit subscribe
Still
if you
share
want.
it.
So tell them what else we do. We do Monday nights. If you caught us last night, we do Joyfully Married After on Mondays, where we record our podcast actually, where we talk about relationships and marriage.
Yes.
Tuesday nights, you've joined us. Thank you so much.
Tech
We
Tuesday
talk
with
about
Heath.
Tech Tuesdays
And
with
Tracy.
Heath, and then we're back on Saturdays.
What are we talking about on Saturdays?
We're talking about living in the DMV.
Everybody don't live in the DMV?
No.
Oh, everybody live in Atlanta.
Everybody live in Atlanta. We left Atlanta 10 years ago.
My hometown.
Yep.
No, we live in Atlanta a little bit longer than 10
Yeah,
We
it's
lived
been a
in
minute.
North Carolina for 10 years, baby.
Yeah, so we're here 3 days a week, and we have a surprise for you for December.
Okay, let me just double click in Adam's picture right here. Adam changed the picture game up.
Again, Adam? Adam been busy.
Look, Adam's like, hey, I still got this water right here in the background, but I'm trying to let y'all know I'm out here enjoying the.
Okay, super chatting it up, coming in on the end. Super
Okay, look at my
chatting.
man Adam. Where's my button over here, baby?
Hit your button,
Which
baby.
one is it? Is it this one?
No. Oh my gosh, so sorry about that, Adam. Thank you so much for your super chat.
Adam, we appreciate you, buddy.
We
As always,
appreciate
man.
you.
You know.
Love the content. Adam says, thank you so much. We will be coming to you every day in December.
Every day?
It's called Vlogmas, babe. We haven't done.
Wait. Type a 1 in the chat if you are familiar with the concept of Vlogmas.
Woo!
Put a 1 in the chat.
Yeah, so we'll be
What y'all know
coming to
about
you every
Vlogmas?
day in December. We won't be running our live shows. We won't be doing live. We will be doing recorded content daily.
Oh, wow.
In December, you'll get a little peek into what's going on in the Turner household on a daily basis.
Y'all ain't ready.
Are they?
Are y'all ready?
We're only gonna do it. We're only gonna do it in December. Then we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll be back at it again. 3 shows a week in January.
I want to know. I want to know who knows about Vlogmas.
What?
knows?
Okay,
Who knows
Adam
about
said. Adam said.
Adam was like, boom! I got $10 on Vlogmas. My man Adam was like, I got 10 on it.
Okay,
Vlogmas, I am here for it.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
y'all get ready. We did it in 2017.
2017.
I thought I was never gonna edit, record, say Vlogmas Day ever again in my life.
Oh,
it took
my
me that
gosh.
long to recover, and here we are. I have a little bit of help this year, though.
Yeah, if y'all want to get, you know how you binge watch a show because you know the new season of the show is coming on.
Yeah.
If y'all want to get some trip, go and watch Heath and Tracy Vlogmas 2017. We got like a whole playlist.
Yeah, it's a whole playlist.
We did it every day, right?
Lynette said, Lynette said, you don't know about Vlogmas? So Vlogmas is vlogging every day in December,
Okay,
basically.
but what's vlogging mean, Tracy?
So vlogging is when people hold a camera around and they record their lives, basically.
Vlogging is a video log, right? Just
A
like,
blog.
just like
It's a blog, but it's just video.
a blog is a web log, but a vlog is a video log.
Okay, so let me clarify. Reality Doll, we will be doing lives.
Reality Doll
We
said,
just
"What?"
won't be doing the lives in December.
She said, what?
We won't be doing them. We need a little break, baby. We won't be doing it, but we won't really have a break because we're going to be recording every day in
Yes.
December.
Yes.
So we will be posting every day in December. We will be recording every day in December. You will see us every single day in December.
Yeah, they're like, I can see you every day now. I can play all your old videos. I can play
But
all
we
the old
just
lives.
won't be doing lives. We'll come back in January and
Uh-huh.
crank up the lives again. That's
Yes.
what we're going to do.
Yes. But you still can get on our calendar, Reality Doll, if you want. We can still get the calendar game up.
Oh, we're going to come back. Don't worry. We're going to come back.
She said, please don't forget the lies.
No, we won't forget them. We won't forget them. We just need some downtime, some planning time. We want to have some fun. We want to enjoy the holidays. We want you to enjoy the holidays.
And still going to bring you some content.
But we still going to bring you some content because you're part of the family. We can't do it without y'all.
And some fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Some edutainment.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Some edutainment from the Turners.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We got a lot of cool things lined up.
That thing about to be crazy.
All right. So remember what he said, work hard now so you don't have to later. I wonder where you got that from. Where'd you get that from?
I got it from you.
So my dad told me that. My dad, Charles C. Wilson, he said, let me tell you something.
Tell me,
Let me tell
Daddy.
you something.
Tell me, Daddy.
It's going to be all right. My dad is amazing, and he gave me that one, and I've held on to it. So push through now. Work hard now. Do the hard stuff now.
Yes.
And guess what? You won't have to later. All right, God. Good night.
Peace, 2 fingers.